For a man who has lost election more than 6 times to come and tell you how you cannot be president or how you cannot win an election with only your community is not only laughable, but I think is the dumbest thing someone can tell you. For someone who has lost election 6 times, akuja aanze kuambia ati vile uwezi shinda because uwezi shinda na community yako peke yako. Surely. Anyway guys, if you, before I get into all these explanations, if you are new to this platform, first and foremost, I would like you to take a second to subscribe to this platform and hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you'll always be the first to know. My name is the African Updater, and what we do here, sisi kazi yetu inakuwa kuchambua siasa on a daily basis. I always like to keep you updated. So subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then I'll be back. You know, it's very funny that Raila of all the people can come and advise you on how you cannot be a president with only your community. That is laughable. It's laughable for someone who has lost 6 consecutive elections. Tukianza na 1997 he lost, 2007 he lost, 2013 he lost, 2017 he lost, 2022 he lost, and recently he just lost the AU seat. Anakuja kutuambia that Matiangi cannot win an election with only his community. Kwani who does Raila think he is? Yeye ufikiria yeye ni nani? Anyway guys, before mseme na create vitu zangu and my own imagination and nini, kindly watch this video and then I'll be back.
You see, you cannot be elected president of Kenya on the basis of the Kisii votes, or the Luo votes, or Luhya votes for that matter, or even the Mount Kenya votes. If you want to be elected, you'll be elected by Kenya general. So that is something that we will deal with when the time comes up. Mr. Matiangi has not, as things stand, come up to speak, to declare that he wants to run for the presidency. So I don't know where you're getting that.
Guys, you can clearly hear Raila vile anaongea na vile amesema. He has said a lot of things that for me is just laughable. I think this is one of those videos zenye nafanya kama I want to laugh but I still need to talk, so I have to balance between the two. But it's laughable because Raila is a loser when it comes to election. He can be a winner in other things, yes, in championing for democracy, in keeping government in check and all those things. He can be a winner in that. But when it comes to winning election, Raila is the biggest loser. He's one of the biggest loser. He's one of the person you should never take, like you should never learn, like when you want to take classes of how to win anything when it comes to election. He's the last person you should ever go for an advice. So even Matiangi, I'm laughing because I don't expect someone like Matiangi to go to Raila to consult Raila on how he can win the election. Because Raila doesn't know how to win election. He doesn't know how to win election. Yeye kivyake, he doesn't know how to win election. And you know, I find it funny because I can see, even in that video, you can see the heart of Raila. The way Raila, his heart is so cold in terms of, he can't believe that these areas that used to support him unconditionally, that used to look up to him as their kingpin, are now slipping away from his hands. The Kisii are now starting to rethink of their political future, and they are now starting to look inwards. You know, for a very long time, Kisii have never had a very serious leader after Nyachai. You get? So they are starting to look inwards. And these are the things that Raila doesn't want. If you look at Western are also trying to look inwards. And these are the things that makes Raila not be, yani asifurahie. Raila is someone who thrives in making sure that you worship him. Unaelewa? Anapenda hivyo. He loves those hizo sifa na nini. He loves that attention and everything. So when he finds like these people are no longer following and these people are trying to look inwards and maybe come up with a different person from yeye mwenyewe, then he has to make sure that ameharibu hiyo maneno. So that is what he's doing. So if you are smart enough, you can always see through Raila. And that's why you see some of us, people who used to love him and support him so much, no longer hold him into any high esteem. Yani tunamuonanga tu kama mse fulani tu, amalize tu aende shughuli zake. You get? This is a man who is so self-centered and who is a man who is just after his own interest. And as long as it's serving his interest, then it's okay. But the most laughable part is that this person can come and now start telling you how you cannot win an election. Okay, maybe how you cannot win, or how you can win like you can't win an election with your community. You know, that is very laughable. Because let's look at it practically now. 2007, Kibaki alishinda election with which community? Kasi his own community alone. Kibaki was able to be the president. So you tell me. So this is a man who is just bitter. This is a man who is trying to make sure that musitoke kwa nini yake, mumebaki hapa. And that's why you see he's moving all over, trying to consolidate, trying to make sure that sijui kila region is doing all these consultations. Consultations za nini? Unaelewa? Consultations za nini? Yet we all know that Raila or as ashaingia kwa serikali. Look at the things that is happening in parliament. They have taken all the major seats, the chairmanships in most of the committees in the parliament and everything. So nini, what else are you looking for? The script is outside there, and then the guy is sasa anataka kutuweka na ati we are consulting. You are consulting for what? You know, we are not fools. Kenyans are no longer fools. And this is one thing people need to tell Baba and his cabal of people who follow him, like ni kama wame suspend their brains. You get? People need to tell this person that we are no longer fools. Kenyans who are jinga, we can see through all these gimmicks. And then unajua the problem with Rao is that he repeats the same script over and over and over again, and he still thinks that atushikanishi. Hizi issues are nini? What is consultation na dialogue? Difference iko. He was the same person who was calling for dialogue. He was the same person who takes people to the street, and then when he's nini anasema let's come, let's dialogue. Instead of dialogue, the guy just asks for positions and seats for himself and his cronies, and that is it. Even this consultation that he's consulting for what? He knows very well ashapewa share yake kwa serikali, so he just wants to keep Kenyans busy with nonsense. So me, I'm begging you, my people, if one of the worst mistake you can do is to make sure is you wake up very early on 27th of August to go and vote for Ruto and Raila, whether they are different, whether they'll be competing against each other or for each other, or they'll be on the same side. Don't vote for those two people. That one will be like wasting your vote and everything. It's a waste of time. So I don't know, but one thing I know is that Raila's political future is dying, and he's a man who cannot allow that to happen, so he's trying to fight back. But the good thing is that Gen Zs and everyone, you know, I've talked to a lot of people on the grassroots. Even the people, even most Luos who used to look up to Raila, now are talking a different tune. Different kabisa. And we are many, you know, these people keeps on telling us ni Joluo Moar, yani Luos that are saved. You know, they feel like by calling us like that, it will make us sijui feel bad ni nani. We can't feel bad. Sisi ni watu wenye tunatumia akili zetu, and we can know when someone is taking us for a fool. And one thing they are assuming is that tuko wengi. We might look a few in your own imagination, but in 2027, I believe we are going to shock a lot of people. Especially that man, that Raila and his we are going to shock you people. Na like mtu amekaa mahali and then ana imagine that just because my name inaisha na Otieno then mimi ni mtu wa Raila, that I'll go to the ballot and vote vile Raila ameniambia ama nitamvotia. Kwani wewe ni mjinga kiasi gani? Yaani wewe umenibebea akili ama. And you see how they are doing. You can see even how Gachagua is doing. Anasema sasa kura za Mount Kenya sijui milioni ngapi tumeweka ziko locked. Sijui kura za wapi milioni ngapi tumeweka ziko locked. Surely mtu anakuhesabu aje kama mbuzi. Anyway guys, me I don't have much to say. I just saw that video and I felt like this is interesting. I need to speak about it. But anyway guys, if you are new to this platform, kama kawaida, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell. And for those who have watched my video until the end, thank you so much. If you want to support this platform in any other way, my number is always there in the description for each video. Make sure you get the number and you reach out, and then tutajua vile tutafanya, si ndio? Baadaye.